Oh my goodness gracious, Mark, where's your head?
Oh, where's your face?
Well, this is my COVID Superman mask.
I like your COVID Superman.
I'm glad I can't see your face.
Well,
Yeah, that's a lot of fabric.
it is. It's I cut a piece off our green screen, and
Yeah, that's great.
Right
That's
to my
awesome.
head.
I can't breathe in this friggin' thing. Anyways,
I can't breathe in this thing either.
I'll
But
take-
I figured COVID can't find me if they can't see me.
well, yeah, right. They can't see you. The rest of you, I hate to break it to you, the rest of you is totally visible
Okay, I'll take the
from
mask.
the space shuttle.
Ugh.
There you go. There we go.
You ready
Then.
for the reveal?
Oh God! Say yes to the mess. Would you just take the fucking thing off? There we go. All right. Oh, you shaved?
Yes.
Why?
Oh, my brother.
Ah!
My brother.
Ah! Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse with you.
My brother said to me, "You're getting really bushy in the beard. You need to trim your beard
Well, who the hell's your brother? What does he care?
for women to like you."
Are you out of your
Okay, well,
friggin' mind?
then
I have, honest to God, shut up. Honest to God, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't seen this, and it better grow back by tomorrow. I ain't living with this shit.
Yes.
Get away from
Well,
you.
actually, I got a question for you.
What?
When my brother and I were kids, he cracked me over the head with an iron bar,
That explains it.
and I got stitches. Can you see the mark? where the stitches
No, I'm not even going to look at
No,
that.
I want to know if it's.
I don't want to see it.
It's right here somewhere.
Can you ask a previous wife or girlfriend? I'm sure
they're not here.
I'm sure they've had that view.
It's not.
There we
There
go.
we are.
Yeah.
I
You
don't
know,
what
you
happened.
look like kind of like Paul Schaefer after a buffet.
Yeah. Looks like I ate Paul Schaefer.
No, that's silly. Hey, I've never really seen you fall up a flight of stairs before.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, he fell up a flight of stairs and I heard this big crash.
You got to understand. I had a bowl of chili.
No, it wasn't a bowl.
Yeah,
It was a paper cup. It was
a bowl of chili from Tim Hortons.
Yeah, but it was not a bowl like
It's
a
Tim
house.
Hortons bowl.
No, it's a cup, paper cup.
And I had a cup of tea
Uh-huh.
and a couple of buns.
Mm.
And I went to go up the stairs and I missed a step and tripped. Came down on my knee, split it right open. See, look at that.
I wouldn't call that a split
It's
right.
split open.
You got a
It's
ding.
bleeding. It's bleeding. And then my face I hit right here on one step, hit here on the other step,
Yeah.
here on another step, and I knocked myself out cold. And I came
Whoa.
to with him going, "Are you okay?" Standing over top of me.
I was eating his chili. Actually, no, I'm
I
very
didn't-
impressed.
I didn't spill a
I'm
drop.
very impressed by Tim. I'm very impressed by Tim Hortons because both of the tea and the chili were
on the
on the
side.
sides and the lid stayed on.
Yeah.
One less thing I'd have to clean up because he doesn't clean shit. You should
hurt
you
like
should
hell.
see this house.
It
I'm going
hurt
through this
like-
tomorrow before he gets up, and he'll never know the place.
Let's see here. Oh my God. Hang on. Too small. Oh my God. Holy crap. Looking good, Mark.
What?
Haha. I saw you in the store. If I saw you in the store, I wouldn't recognize you. Hang on. Just so people know. There we go. And then it says, if she saw me in the store, she wouldn't recognize me. Shira says, we are watching from Rubber Ducky Resort Campground. Hey, right on.
Where's that?
Outside the city.
No kidding.
I can't remember which way it is.
Okay.
But when I was with GNR, we used to deal with them a lot.
Okay. Cool.
Leonard Turton says, looks like Howie Mandel.
Really?
Yeah, sure. What made you cut off all your hair? Actually,
Lice.
no, I just thought I'd scrap the
Crabs?
crap out of John.
What the hell are you doing, man?
It'll grow back in a week or so.
Yeah. Well, I've started my Christmas beard already
I can
because
still beat you.
it's got to come down about here.
I can still grow.
Yeah,
hair
that's
back.
because of your heritage. You're hairy people.
We are.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah. Bigfoot's part of his tribe.
Bigfoot's the leader of our tribe.
That's right, he is, certainly. I wasn't going to say anything because I don't get crap from people. How was your weekend so far? Because mine...
Other than smashing my face into the stairs?
I know, that was...
Okay.
Now that you're okay, that's pretty funny. Yeah, what happened to this big rainstorm we were supposed to have for 3 days?
You know what? It happened about Saturday morning.
At about 3 a.m.
3 a.m. is when I woke up and saw. You woke up and saw.
I
too.
saw that it was sheets of rain, but they said,
then-
"Oh, it's going to rain. We're going to get 40 centimeters. It's going to be hell."
I saw 4 really great bolts of lightning and heard some boomer. The boom actually woke me up because it was right overhead.
Mm.
And I live upstairs, whereas you live under the stairs, and
Mhm.
literally, and so I woke up and I couldn't get back to sleep for a couple of hours after that. Just watched some TV and passed out. But it was raining like hell then.
Yeah, but
Then nothing else.
It just
Nothing.
ruined the whole weekend.
It did.
You know, but I'm glad in a way because I got to wrap up this
You
illustration.
got a lot of drawing done.
Yeah, you got a lot of drawing done this weekend, and tomorrow's going to be the final day push. And what I'm doing is I'm illustrating a book for an author, and there's 33 highly detailed illustrations. See, this is my mistake because when I got the transcript, I did some rough designs, but they're highly
detailed.
highly detailed, which was my mistake. And now everyone has to be highly detailed, and they take about 3 hours a piece. So I'm gonna price
that.
myself better next time. You know, so
Rubber Ducky's in Warren, Manitoba.
oh, it's called Rubber Ducky.
Rubber Ducky Resort.
Are you kidding me?
No,
Who's the owner? Ernie?
Bert.
No, Ernie
He
has.
kicked Ernie out.
No, Ernie has bottle caps and pigeons.
No, Bert.
Bird has those. Yeah, that's right.
My father said, "What the heck happened to your hair?"
Thank you, Dad.
I shaved it. Now it's John's turn. Cut off all his hair.
Yeah, guess what? Not happening, Dad, because I'm growing it
No,
back
that
down.
was- That was Samantha.
Yeah, hey Sam, guess what? I'm growing it down to my shoulders again. So put that in your pipe and smoke it, sweetheart. All right.
Yeah, no, I thought it would look good.
Well, guess what?
My hats fit better.
Do you really see people what I have to live with? Live with. This isn't
Yeah.
like a job.
So,
We don't get paid to do this.
with all the things that are happening with COVID,
Yes. Are we still talking about that?
unfortunately, because it's getting worse.
It's getting worse here. We are per capita the worst place in North America.
People in yeah.
Yeah, and now the states are like whipping masks off. They're doing all sorts of crap and going crazy. It's like they had the first NBA game today with like 60,000 fans in the stands. The Grim Reaper's just going, come on.
Yeah,
Come on.
come on. So we've got a special guest today. With all that's going on, they've taken away children's sports.
I can attest to that because my lovely granddaughter, Eleanor Danger Youngberg, that's her real legal name, only got 2 soccer practices in. She's 5 years old. She loved it. She scored goals. And
Did she get one game in at least?
no, just practices.
practices.
And she was so excited to wear her jersey with her name in the back and then pulled. So we're going to find out what people are doing now.
Well, not necessarily what they're doing now, but what kind of gear is available?
Well,
Because it's going to end. We're going to be able to get the kids back out.
I hope so.
And we've got
And this
Dean
is-
from Play Against Sports.
That's
coming
right.
up.
This is a great place because kids grow out of stuff so quick. No matter and adults. Like
Yeah.
I got my glove there last year.
Yeah.
My baseball glove.
Well, let's show people what's there,
Oh boy.
and we can talk about
I
it.
can't wait.
Yeah.
Fire it up.
So you can see there. Look at all the stuff there.
I'm getting dizzy. Your panning techniques have to slow down.
No, well, I thought I'd speed things up, just so.
Why?
Why? Because we only have so much time.
We have all the time in the world.
Oh, that's right.
There's no limit.
It's our
to it.
show. But look at the golf clubs. Oh, I love golf.
What are those spears?
No, those are for lifting weights.
Oh, I don't know.
Those are the bars.
I don't know. I've never seen you lift a weight. He had a plan that he was going to lift.
I lifted a sandwich.
No. He was going to lift. He said, "John,
I've
save
got
all."
them still.
Yeah, but you're not doing anything with them.
No,
I'm throwing them out.
you're not.
Yeah, I am.
You
He
don't
made
know where I
me
put 'em.
save. I found him. He made me save 2-liter milk jugs. He was going to fill them with water and work out with them. And
I
he's,
fill them. I got to start. I'm gonna
and
start
he's
gradually.
done nothing with them
I'm
yet.
gonna start
So
gradually.
done. Hi, how are you?
You don't get to. You're not my
I'm
dad.
good. I'm good. How are you guys?
We're well, thank you very much. Thank you indeed.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks
And,
for having me.
Yeah. So, how has this whole thing, aside from numbers of people coming through the store, affected your business? Because a lot of people aren't hitting the links. They're not playing the pickup games. They're not doing the softball. What's going on?
Yeah, it's certainly been a challenging year, that's for sure. I mean, I guess the most challenging thing for us is we were only in year 2 of our business. So, year 1, you're kind of just trying to figure out what what you want to offer, what kind of store you want to be, all that, taking requests and everything. And then all of a sudden year 2 COVID hits and everything changes quickly. So I've honestly seen most of the things you guys were talking about, just the, we were big into team, lots of big team sports, lots of hockey and stuff. And so that really changed when they took away all the team sports and obviously shifted to other things. So, yeah.
Well, I guess I put the cart before the horse, because what exactly are you all about? Tell the folks, paint a picture for them what you guys are all about.
Yeah, so we're like the local sporting goods store, local community sporting goods store. And what we do, what our specialty is that we offer both new and used sporting goods, and we will buy everybody's used sporting goods from them. So if they're tired of doing a sport, if kids have grown out of a sport, if there's equipment they haven't used that they want to switch into a new sport, we'll come and what they do is we buy the stuff that they're no longer interested in, and hopefully they can go into some new things.
Cool.
Yep. That's where I got your glove.
Yep, that's right.
And that's where I got Odin's glove.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Odin loves his glove. Oh.
Well, that's good.
Are you going to ask anything?
No, you were doing great.
No, I'm following your lead. You're the king.
So what's the hot item now that COVID's around? And I mean, I saw some really neat things there that I never saw there before. Like I was playing with that bag.
Yeah.
Is that what that is? A precision bag?
It's called a Hexlite strike bag. Yeah, it's just like a bag you strike and then you have to move to hit it. But that's actually really good. So all the fitness, boxing, all of that stuff has been really. It's kind of, I guess, more taken over things. Like we've been doing lots of fitness, and then when the gyms, the gyms seem to shut down and close or get limited or whatever. Then I find a lot of people want to set up their home gyms, and so fitness has been really big. Yeah.
Well, if you looked on that video, there was a whole lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Or weight sets. Like,
people you just hit the nail on the head. People are at home now, and they set up their own. I have a buddy of mine who is a gym fanatic who actually rented a storage unit and set up a gym inside of a storage unit.
Yep.
Oh, really?
That's the only reason he rented it, was to build his own little gym.
Yeah.
So
I've had people that have come in and said they're setting up gyms in their garages and their basements, like wherever, just because they're tired of them being closed. So.
Well, it's something else for sure. But golf, he's been out a couple times. I haven't been out in 3 years, and I definitely want to get back out. And you've got the. I've been in there, and I was walking through there with Mark, and the clubs are a fantastic deal too, because if you're just learning, I think this is a great place. If you're just learning a sport, why blow, hundreds of dollars on something when you can get something that's in good shape that'll get you started? Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. And that's what we found a lot of, especially with golf. We found a lot of people have done that, just come in and get they just pick out a good used set for, less than half the price. Our price is usually 50 to 60% less than regular retail. Yeah. And so they're happy to come in and find something that they can, get them going, get them started and try it out. And then you can always upgrade after too. So,
well, like I told you asked me, how did my game change after I bought the clubs there? It was a much more advanced set of clubs than I had before. I mean, really what I had there was useless. And I added 30 to 40 yards and a whole lot of accuracy to my game. You wouldn't know that the last time I played, but in general.
His biggest problem is the windmill and the big clown head on the course.
It doesn't seem, my driver seems to be too much club for that.
Yeah, well, it's not like anybody else. 1 year your short game's good, 1 year your short game sucks, and then your long game's good, but what have you. Now, when people bring stuff into you, what kind of condition are you looking for?
In general, we can't take anything with cracks, tears, rips. We generally won't take anything too old. We try to get things sort of, in 2 to 5 years old is great. Anything a lot older is sometimes difficult, depending on the item. Just depends on the item. It has to be in good working condition so that we can clean it up and sanitize it, clean it up, and then get it ready for someone else to use. So it has to be in really good working condition, basically.
Excellent idea, and that's perfect. Seriously,
yeah, it is. It's
because if you have, say, I grew up in a family of 5 kids. I was the least athletic out of all of them. and my brothers were hockey, baseball. I played soccer in high school a whole bit. But when you're trying to outfit 5 kids, and there are people out there with that, you don't see families that big, but they are out there.
They are.
And it's so cost efficient to get them started out. What sizes did you deal with? Like smaller kids all the way up to not so smaller kids?
Yeah, for sure. We pretty much deal with everybody. I mean, that's really what we cater to is families with kids that are just getting into sports, and then they grow out of their sizes and bring that size in, and then move into the next size. And so we try to have all sizes. And then what we really try to do too, we have all sizes, and then we offer both new and used. And so, you get your choice. If there's a piece that you want new or a piece that you want used, you can save some money on the used and then buy a piece of new that you like or whatever. So it works out good. Yeah.
Bingo.
Well, some of those sports, I mean, the gear,
Forget it.
Imagine being a goalie.
My brother,
my
brother was a goalie. I grew up in Massachusetts, Boston Bruins fan. And my brother was a goalie to the point where once he got through his, university, he played goalie at UMass. Then he went on to goalie coach. And he even had the custom face mask made with a big plaster thing of his head. And I remember my dad just shaking his head. I mean, what are you spending on sports equipment? Because there was nothing like this, your business around back in the 70s. And, if you got a yard sale that might be selling them, fantastic. Yeah. But my dad was shelling out, there goes our Cape Cod vacation.
It's really, really like my brother. I don't know how they put my nephew through all of that. He's the top, one of the top goalies in his age group for BC. And I mean, he's got all this gear, and I look at it, I'm like, I shake my head. And then I find out that figure skating is even more expensive than being a goalie. And
it's a sequined outfit.
So, that's part of it. But I mean, the training, but the skates, I mean, how often do they go through skates? I mean, I've seen your store. I took my son in to get skates at once.
Right.
Yeah. And we bought him some skates, but I went in there at one part of the year, and there's this wall full of skates. And then I go in like a month later, and there's great big gaping holes in the used skates.
Gaping or gaping? Gaping. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, this year in particular was a big, just because with COVID over the winter there was, when there was no really nothing. I mean, there's a limited things you could do. So skating was one of the big things, and the used skates were super popular. Yeah, I mean, we couldn't get enough used in. Actually, is what the problem was. So.
Well, let's get personal. Let's go back to who you are.
Really?
No, let's go back to who you are and how this all came about for you. Your background in sports and whatnot. Fire away.
Yeah. Fire away.
Wow.
I don't know my background. I mean, I guess the reason that we got into this particular business was just because my family, I mean, including myself and my wife and my kids, have always been into every sport you could think of. We've done. I mean, we do all the water sports in the summer. We do all the same winter. We do winter sports in the winter. We do everything from hockey to snowboarding to skating to sledding. Like we pretty much try every sport there is and give it a go. And so I think with that background, we were looking for a business that we could get into that that we all really enjoy. And so when we looked around, this was kind of the one that we thought would work out really good and kind of just appealed to everything we do, and also gave us a really good chance to just the fact that you can allow people to come in, you're buying some used stuff, you're offering great value to people on the used stuff, and offering them new sports with some new equipment. So yeah, it just suited our whole family really well. We really like it. Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic.
What's your favorite sport to play? Okay, hang on. Let's change it. What's your favorite sport to play? What's your least favorite sport to play?
Oh, you're hitting both sides of the spectrum, you genius, you.
I go both ways.
I don't know about the least. Like hockey is my favorite sport, but I love like snowboarding, biking, wakeboarding. The least favorite sport. That's
javelin catching.
I haven't tried that one actually, but
you only do it once. You only do it once.
Basically, goalie on the lawn dart.
You're lousy at it, yeah. I don't. You know what? I don't. I like I say, I like trying new sports. We try, everything all the time. So yeah, I like all sports.
Cool. So if people want to find you, and like when they bring stuff in, did they leave it with you so you can go through it and How does that work? Do they get paid by commission? Do you just shell out cash for them, or how does that work?
Yeah, so what we do is people just, I mean, a lot of people phone, but a lot of people just bring their stuff in. And what we do is we just have a form that they fill out. We have to get some information from them before we process their gear. Then what we'll do is we'll go through the gear that they have brought in. And then, some things we can't take, maybe some things are worn, some things we can't take.
Jock straps.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good
See,
one.
you'll have no use for the ones you have in that box.
Those we can't take. So just for anyone listening, those we can't take. And then and then what we do,
You just beat me to the joke. I was going to go at you, but no.
And then what we'll do is we'll use our computer system and we'll generate an offer for them, and we generate a cash offer and a store credit offer, and then they can choose whichever they prefer. Yeah.
Excellent. So how can people find you and your locations, and also online? What do they got to do?
Yeah, that's a good one, because we're not very old.
That's a good one. I like how you start that out.
Just remember,
that's a challenging one.
That's a good one.
Remember, when you go to a store, use promo code Gopher and pay full price.
Why would you? What? Yeah. So where they go?
I'm sure you can do better than that.
Oh, okay. So where are you? Let's get people in your store.
So my store is located in the Northgate Shopping Center on McPhillips.
Yep, right near us. Right near us. Yeah, our studio.
So Unit 8, 1375 McPhillips Street. And then we do have a website as well, and it's basically playitagainstsportswinnipegnorth.com is my website.
Oh, he's going to type it in now. Winnipeg. We're getting there.
Play it again.
Talk quietly amongst yourselves out there, folks.
It is a bit of a long one.
North Winnipeg.com.
Is that right? Where is it? Is that right?
That is correct.
There you go. All right.
Wow.
That's a good long.
Oh, sorry. That is incorrect. It's Played Against Sports Winnipeg North, not North Winnipeg.
Well, dang it. Look at
Well, would you please fix that? Thank you very much.
That's the wrong one.
Pretty close.
Yeah, close but no cigar. Oh my goodness gracious! So I bet you have a lot of folks that come in. Okay, pickup leagues are gone, right? We can't have beer leagues. We can't do any of that. But I would think in the winter time when you're outside. Well, let me rephrase that, because we can be outside now, but they're not allowing groups. So I don't understand that logic in that. But as far as pickup teams, where are we at with that, with the COVID rules?
No, not allowed. You can only gather in groups of, they were groups of 10, then it was groups of 5. Now it's no groups at all. So right now there's nothing.
Wow.
In fact, there was a news story the other day. Last night. They were talking about these guys that had a foursome for golf for today.
Right.
And they had to split it up into 4 single games because you're not allowed to go. I can't golf with Dean. I can golf with you, but I couldn't go golfing with Dean.
Right.
We'd have to be on 2 separate tee times.
That's incredible. That's just incredible. I'm going to tell you a quick story. I want to talk. I want you to think on this for a minute. Your worst moment in your sports history, and I'll start it out with mine because I am not athletic, but I played Little League back home, of course, in New England, and Holden, Massachusetts, Holden was my town at the time, and my dad was our coach, right? And we were no jokes, we were the Holden Beavers. That was the name of our team. And I was playing center field because my dad just said, put him out in the middle of nowhere because what can I possibly do wrong, right? Well, sure enough, I'm daydreaming, and kicking around clover and stuff.
Dandelion.
And I heard people going, John. I look up, bang, bean right in the forehead with the ball. And then the famous, I finally hit a ball once. I hit a ball and I ran to first, stopped at first, and then the next hitter hit a pop-up, and I panicked and ran from first to third right across center field because that's where the whole goal was to get up. And my dad just shook his head and really wanted to disown me. And then came the famous wet my pants story. with the Holden Beavers. I told my dad I have to pee in the dugout. I have to pee, Dad. He goes, well, just get out there. You can go out. No, I have to go now. He goes, forget my dad. For Christ's sake, get out in the field there. Play a
He's an old Marine. What?
Yeah. I went out there, and sure enough, my light tan khakis
Turned dark.
really quickly. Yep. And that's my fame in sports. How about you?
Ah,
Oh, don't tell me everything you did was perfect.
everything I did was so perfect. It's hard to come up with one. I do remember, actually, I do remember a couple. Like I remember
His biggest
playing-
regret was coming on our show.
Pretty much.
No, I like your show. It's actually pretty fun. I'd have to say I remember playing soccer in high school, and I remember finally getting a chance to score.
We're talking about.
And
We're still talking about soccer.
yeah, soccer.
Okay, good. You had me there for a minute.
And I remember the ball coming through the air, and I was smiling because I had a wide open net, and I raised my leg, and the ball went right under my foot. And like it was one of those moments you're like, "What? How could I miss this?" And there was like 6 feet of open net, and
long walk back to the bench,
that was
huh?
a long walk back. Yeah.
Oh boy, how about you?
Yeah.
My dad put me in hockey when I was little, and I could not skate to save my life. I ankle skated really bad, so the coach decided to put me in net. And when I was playing, I was like 5 or 6 years old, and they were playing 2 games per rink. So there was like half rink side to side, and I was watching the wrong game, and I scored on myself, and so they pulled me out of the goal really quick.
I didn't see that.
But other than that, baseball, playing baseball. Once I was playing shortstop.
Very tough position, actually.
Yeah, it is. And the guy beamed it right at me, like right off the bat, straight. And I just went like this to cover my face. Went right in my glove, and it was like, I got it.
I want photographic proof of that one.
It was just such a fluke. But I think the worst baseball story I ever had. Well, 2 of them.
Just one's good.
Yeah, they're very similar. I always played either center field or left field. That's usually where I played. And I was way out there, and I was watching it was coming. I couldn't see it. It went right in the sun, and it hit the ground right in front of me and came up underneath. And I did a whole flip, knocked me ass over kettle.
Ass over tea kettle.
Ass over tea kettle. There you go. Oh, kettle's a kettle. But that hurt like hell. And another time, same thing. Lost the ball in the sun. I moved my glove to see if I could see it, and it hit me just like you, right between the eyes. And it was just like, that's it.
Well, see,
I'm not playing that field.
obviously, we're not the athlete you are, Dean. Your biggest.
Oh.
You had a stretch for your one story, and I've got a litany of them. So,
Yeah, I'm not an athlete by any means.
well, let's get down there because I need a bigger glove, and I want to get a new driver. So let's get down there.
Do you have any clubs at all?
Yeah, I have clubs. I have my whole clubs here.
Are they here?
Yes, they're
I've not
here.
seen them.
I sleep with them.
No kidding.
There you go. No, I have my
That
clubs.
really explains a lot.
Oh, when I was on breakfast television hosting that show, Callaway was our sponsor because we got asked to do a lot of golf tournaments, right, for charity. And Callaway sponsored Jay Onright and I, and we both got these big, beautiful sets of Callaway clubs.
Oh,
It was
nice.
just, yeah, and I suck, but I have a good time, and that's what's important. Let's have that message out to kids. You don't have to be great.
No, you don't.
Just have fun.
For sure. And we
Yeah.
can buy those clubs from you too, John, still.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Dino, you're on, man. So, okay, once again, locations?
There's only
We are
one.
at
Yeah,
Unity,
location. I'm sorry.
1375 McPhillips Street in the Northgate Shopping Center.
You can't miss it. You really can't. What are you typing?
Oh, it's not for you.
Oh. All right. Well, Dean, thanks so much for joining us. We'd love to have you on again. Maybe we can take the cameras out to a driving range or to a batting cage if they ever open again, and have you along with us.
Yeah, that'd be cool. For sure.
That'd be really cool.
Well, thank you very much for having me.
My pleasure. We'll see you soon because I got to get a driver and I need a bigger glove.
Sounds good. All
I'll
right.
drag his bony butt out. Oh, before you go, I'm going to I'll let you share this with us. One of the things I like to do once in a while is find things where people have messed up in sports or, fails. and I found some sports ones I thought we can enjoy together.
All right, don't go away, Dean.
Okay.
Hold on, watch this. Bye-bye.
Yep, that's my. Oh, watch it. This just amazed me. How this guy's not dead, I don't know.
Oh my gosh!
Nobody.
Look,
says
look
it
at the
again.
buddies coming over at you. All right.
This is when you don't use your front brake.
Ow!
Now this is me rock climbing.
Pull yourself up a little bit.
Don't take it for granted.
Well said.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Because of you, sunroof.
now what could go wrong here, really? That could go wrong here, really. What the hell? Did she get tased?
This has happened to me.
Does this happen to you?
No, I would not do that. That was
Yeah.
before I got my new clubs.
I was going to say, the beer cart must have come by a few times before that one.
This one I love.
Are you okay?
I give him an 8.
Are you okay? That was where it ended.
Oh, don't try this at home, folks. All right, Dean, off to Winnebago, and we will see you soon. And we'll, definitely popping in, like I said, like 3 times.
Well, for a month now.
I know. All right, you take care, and love having you on. We'd love to see you again.
Sounds good. Thank you, guys.
You bet, Dean. All right, there we go. What a neat place, though,
Yeah,
huh?
and he's a great guy. I mean, he supported Gopher Radio a couple of times.
Yep.
Fantastic place. You go in there. It's friendly.
Well,
His staff are very nice.
well, look at it this way. If you're a mom and dad out there and you have kids that are, sports, and, hopefully it'll get back to normal, but, it costs so much. But if they're just starting out,
Yeah,
like a 5-year-old, 6-year-old, you don't have to have everything new all
and
the
you're
time.
not sure if the kid's going to like the game,
Right.
or what have you. It's a good place to go. I mean, the stuff you can get used, and they're in decent shape.
They're in good shape.
They're in great shape, and you don't have to worry about, if the kid doesn't like it. You didn't spend $10,000 on them in gear. Maybe only $4,000 or $5,000 in gear.
That's right. Thank you, Mark, for that.
No, but still, realistically, instead of paying $300 for the kid's gear, you may pay $50-$60. If he likes the game and is going to express an interest, then you can go and buy new stuff.
Absolutely.
So,
Well, now what do you want to do?
I was just bringing it up.
He produces the show a week and doesn't tell me what we're doing. I will no longer put any of my items in the refrigerator or the freezer. My cell phone I found in the refrigerator. And 2 weeks ago, Mark found potatoes I put in the freezer. I don't know. It was a long story.
So, random
Yeah.
thoughts from John.
Yeah, well, let me give you the backstory. I was cooking, and I had potatoes, regular baking potatoes in my hand. I opened the freezer and I went to grab some, but I couldn't. So I put the potatoes in there while I grabbed the thing and shut the freezer, and I forgot the potatoes there. Now the cell phone.
Cell phone's funny.
I brought home sushi, right, and 2 stacks of sushi, and I had my cell phone underneath, but I didn't realize that, because I got out of my car, I just put everything, and then I put it in the fridge. Now I couldn't find my phone. I thought I left it at work. I was all set to drive back to work to see if I could find it. I looked all over the house, and then I thought, how you retrace your steps? And then it's kind of like a bad one-nighter after the booze wears off. You kind of go piece it together, and you're like, oh. And then I went in the fridge, and sure enough, there it was. My cell phone.
Under the sushi.
Yes, it was under the sushi. So, yeah, I'm on medication now. I should be fine anytime.
But at least that was the third one. And you don't have any more coming your way.
I hope
Everything
not.
comes in threes.
That's right.
And and so hopefully you're now done.
I certainly hope so, my friend. What are you looking at? What are you doing?
This went funny. There was something bothering me. This was showing through the green screen. I've extended the green screen because I got the wide angle.
Yeah, they're
wide
fascinating.
angle camera on there. So you know what?
What?
We've got a repeat guest.
Well, I know we do. I love this woman. I actually had the pleasure of touring with her back in the day, and unbelievable comedian. And she's doing great things now. COVID's lifted. She's back on the road and doing her stuff. Tanya!
Hi guys. Okay, this is one of my most popular stories on TikTok, so thought I'd put it out there for everybody. It's basically my most embarrassing moment. It happened 15 years ago. I was working in a comedy club in Spokane, Washington, and I was in the back of the room. My opening act was on stage. I was having something to eat, a BLT and a Diet Coke, and I've got IBS. So sometimes when I have soda with food, all of a sudden I start getting a bit of a rumble down and under, a lot of thunder. And I know from previous experience, I don't have a lot of time. I'm having a cold brown. So I'm like,
She's having a Code Brown.
Hi, Tanya. Nice to see you again, my dear.
hello, there's so much more to that story. You're just leaving people hanging.
Well, that's on purpose.
I did that on purpose because I watched most of the story. I got to the point after somebody poked their head out in the.
All right, don't
So I'm
don't
going to
tell
let you
it.
discuss it. I want you to tell the rest
Oh.
of that story.
Oh, okay. I just okay. Before we get going here, don't do anything yet. I just want to let you know, guys, I'm live on Clapper as well. So this
Isn't
is one
that
of
something that you catch when you're not careful?
Yeah, you get that reference. Everybody's got the clap. It's the new thing to do, everybody.
On,
All right.
off.
So this is one of my most requested bits on there as well, because it's basically it's one of those most horrific things you could ever imagine. That my most humiliating experience ever. That's sort of turned it into something good. So it happened at least 20 years ago now. I was working in a comedy club in Spokane, Washington. My opening act was on stage, and I was having a bite to eat, a BLT and a Diet Coke, and I now know that drinking any soda with food is not a good idea, because all of a sudden I started cramping up and I started getting popcorn guts, and I know from previous experience I don't have a lot of time, right? So I'm like, first time at this comedy club, where are the bathrooms, right? So they're like, you got to go out the door and down the hallway towards the sports bar. So I'm booking it, I'm running, I'm clenching my ass as tight as it'll go, baby. And I get into their ladies' restroom, and there's 3 stalls, and they're all taken. So now I'm crouched down on the ground. I'm labor breathing. I got sweat beads rolling down my face. I've got that face, that.
Oh, yeah.
I've got to go number 3, right? So luckily, the woman in the middle stall comes out, kind of a heavy-set woman with the red sequin top. She sees me crouched down on the ground. She's like, oh, and I'm like, So I go running into the stall. I close the door. I pull my pants down, but I'm doing a bit of a dance, right? I'm doing a dance because I got a dilemma. My dilemma is, how do I get on the toilet seat? Because obviously I have a system, right? What I would normally do is I would back that ass up, right? Back the ass up. I'd get one cheek up onto the edge of the toilet, and then I can throw myself up onto it, right? Well, that's not going to work when you're clenching your buttocks as tightly as possible, right? So I'm like, I got to come up with another plan, right? I got to come up and think, and I'm not thinking very clearly right now, people, because I'm under a lot of pressure. You don't think well when you're under a lot of pressure, right? So I'm like, okay, what are my options here? What are my options? And I'm like, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll go head first. I'll go head first onto the toilet. Then I can flip myself around, right? Well, I had to wait for a window of opportunity. I had to wait for a cramp to pass, right? So I was like, oh, and then I'm like, oh, I got it. So I go running up to the toilet. I get my knee up onto the seat. I thrust myself forward. And that's when my ass exploded. I shot out like a party popper at New Year's. Just poof. I hit the door and the sides of the stall, and it just started dripping. Of course, everything was in slow motion for me. I was like, yeah! It wasn't until I heard the screams of the two women on either side of me screaming that I jolted into reality, and I was like, oh my God, no! My first reaction, grab a big wad of toilet paper, right? Big wad of toilet paper. I start wiping down the door. I'm wiping down the stall, wiping down the door, and then it occurred to me, oh my God, what if somebody comes in here, right? Right now, I'm in this bathroom, the restroom, by myself, right? What if somebody walks in? Nobody can see all this shit. I have just literally nuclear bombed an entire bathroom stall with my own poo. Nobody can see this. So I was like, oh my God. So I go running to the door of the washroom and I'm holding it closed. I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do, right? I need some help. And I was like, oh, the owner's girlfriend. She was in the hallway, right? When I was coming, she wanted to introduce me to her parents. And I was like, hey, Christine, I need a mop, right? So Christine comes to the door, right? Of course, I have to explain to her, had a bit of an accident. Of course, being a comedian, she thinks I'm making it up. I had to explain I just shit-bombed an entire bathroom stall. So she walks in, she looks around, she sees the shitstorm and starts like, she fucks off, and I'm like, oh my God, you can't leave me hanging like this. I can't do this on my own, right? I'm butt naked from the waist down. There's poop everywhere, and I'm like, oh God, and it seemed like an eternity, it seemed like forever. It's probably only a couple of minutes. Some woman I don't even recognize pops her head in the door. She's like, hi, I'm Gail. I'm Christine's mom. I understand you need some help. I'm like, oh, this is just friggin' great, right? Butt naked, waist down, poop everywhere. This is my first impression with this lady. I'm like, nice to meet you. So Gail comes in. She now picks up my black pants, my trousers that were on the ground. She's now got them up by the sink, trying to scrape the shit splatter off them. A female bartender comes in with a mop. I'm still back in the stall trying to wipe the shit splatter off the door and the wall. I can't get the smell of shit out of my nose, right? Then all of a sudden, Christine comes in. She's like, hey, just so you know, your opening act is finished. But don't worry, the owner's on stage, killing time until you're ready. I'm like, oh my God, I've still got to go on stage. Right? I'm the headliner. I just shit everywhere. I mean, oh my God, and I got to perform. I've got to get my shit together, everybody. I'm the headliner. People actually came to see me, so there's no plan B. I got to give it together. So Gail gives me back my black pants. Now they're black pants with little bits of toilet paper, napkin, and shit splatter on them. Didn't have a change of wardrobe. Got to make the best of it, right? So I get walking back down the hallway to the comedy club. I'm freaking out. I'm like, I got to do this, right? I'm a professional. Show must go on. So I walk into the club. Somebody gives the owner the old thumbs up. She's ready to go sign. I get my introduction. I go running up on stage. I get up onto my box. I turn, and right in the front row is the woman with the red sequin top and her two girlfriends in the restroom. I was like, oh my God, of all the comedy clubs in all the world, of all the seats, those bitches had to be in the front row. Oh my God, we locked eyes. Their drinks spew out of their noses. Anytime I made a poop reference, these bitches were on the floor killing themselves. And I had to do an entire hour on stage about like, happy, joy. Like nothing was wrong, right? So pent up with emotion. I just wanted to burst into tears and, of course, have a shower. So as soon as I got back to my hotel, right? Or as soon as I was done the show, I was like, that's it. I am out of here. I didn't say hi or bye to nobody. I just got back to my hotel room, closed the door, started bawling, right? I started taking my clothes off because I'm going to have a shower. And I reached up. I had a much longer hair at the time. It was in a ponytail on the top of my head. So I reached up to take my hair out of my ponytail, and I realized the entire top of my head was caked in shit.
Wow!
Because I forgot about my midget arms when I was wiping down the stall. So when my head was rubbing, I was a total shithead.
Oh my God.
Oh,
True
my.
story, everybody.
At
True
least
story.
it took away from the fact that you're a ginger.
There
I
you
was.
go.
Yeah, no, look at me. John and I match now with the lovely hair.
That's right. And Mark has none. So
I know. So there you go.
I followed you online, and you're working again down there. They've loosened it up quite a bit down there, have they not? Is it working well for you? What's going on?
Well, yeah, well, we've been in Florida. So Florida has been open almost the entire time. So I started doing gigs in November. So I did gigs in November, December, and now I'm going back on tour next month. I've got dates in Florida again. Then we're going up to Pennsylvania, Tennessee. I'm booked to headline Las Vegas at the Laugh Factory October 25th to the 31st. Then I'm at Reno at the Silver Legacy headlining the Laugh Factory from November 4th through the 7th. So yeah, it's nice to get back. Finally got things to look forward to and looking for other venues and stuff. So
Oh yeah, well, you know what? I envy that because in the same profession, I mean, it's all decimated up here, and now we're in almost a semi-lockdown again because we have the highest number of cases per capita of anywhere in North America.
yeah, well, that's what they're telling you anyway, right?
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna?
We have the oldest population in the United States, and we've been in lockdown for maybe 2 months total out of this whole,
Right.
And so I don't know.
That's just
I
because
I
the
feel
population
sorry
can't
for my
remember they're in
Canadians.
lockdown.
Well, it's disheartening, but I'm
It
so
is.
glad to see down there opening up again and getting you out there and whatnot. But TikTok is your thing now. TikTok is huge.
And the clapper.
And
It's
the
another
clap,
thing.
yeah, the
All
clap.
right. Well, what is Clapper? Old man talking.
It's
No,
similar
no,
to
no, it's
TikTok.
okay. It's an adult. We call it the adult version of TikTok.
Clapper is for you.
Yeah, Clapper is. I mean, TikTok is like right now because it's such a massive app, and it was started off as a children's app. There are so many trolls and like hate, and when I do like 2 to 4 to 6 hours a day on live, and the amount of abuse we get on TikTok because it's not regulated as much.
It's amazing.
On Clapper, it's an American-owned app, and they made it 17 and older. So, and you have to verify that you have a legitimate account. Whereas TikTok, these little dickheads can set up 60 accounts,
Yeah.
and they just go from one. You try to ban them out of your lives for spamming or saying some very hateful
Oh,
things.
yeah.
They'll come back in there and they'll try to get you shut down. Whereas on Clapper, it's impossible. You have to be verified as an actual human being, and if you do something dickish, you don't come back.
So is there?
This is why every night I'm on Clapper from 10 p.m. to midnight Eastern Standard Time. We've been doing that for, I think we're going on month number 4 now, and I'm one of the highest amount followings on Clapper. Like I'm in the
Great.
top 5, for the entire app. So that's pretty good for only being on it for 4 months. It's I think it's been less than a year that it's been started, but it really took a massive push in February when TikTok is just literally screwing people that have, I have 2.3 million followers. I'm not verified. My account gets shut down for hate speech or nudity or random community guidelines that don't make any sense, but it's just because, when you start making any money on TikTok, they want to shut you down because they can't afford you. So
how does that work? You mentioned money. How does that work monetarily and revenue on the Clapper? Like, how does that all work?
Well, on TikTok, there's a thing called the Creators Fund. So it used to be when I started, you had to have at least 10,000 followers to join the Creators Fund. That means your videos would then be making money as long as they get 10,000 views a week. They just changed that to now you have to have 100,000 followers. So they're upping the ante. They're moving the goalposts because they're, they don't want as many people tapping in. And so your videos will make, if you get, like one of my videos in December hit 55 million. Yeah, it was just a day and literally less than 15-second dance video. But because I was part of the Creators Fund, I started making hundreds of dollars for a couple of days in a row. I think I made maybe like $1,000 or $2,000 off that video. But the thing is it dropped. Then all of a sudden, like all my videos were taking off, and then boom, the bottom dropped out, and for almost 2 months nobody could see my videos, my lives they couldn't see, and monetarily everything dropped again. And so it only just started picking up about 3 weeks ago, I'm noticing. However, monetarily wise, you're like, I just had a video that went to 5 million, and I'm just not getting the revenue from it as much because they just don't want to dish it out. So that's how you make it on TikTok. And then I do lives, and people gift. They send virtual gifts.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching that, and I've seen those virtual gifts, and I don't understand them.
Well, yeah, there's a little present at the bottom. So you put, like, say, $100 in your virtual account, and then you send somebody gifts. The thing is with TikTok, they take 64% of what you.
Whoa!
Yeah, exactly. Whereas Clapper only takes 15%.
Which is normal.
Which is, yeah, that's exactly, you're using their platform, and it's not, you know, so as and thing with difference with Clapper as well, it's like a subscription service, so people can pay a monthly. I've got, I think, $5, $10, and $20 a month, like a YouTube channel subscription monthly. So because we're on every night for at least 2 hours, people, you know, they support us because it's like, you know, they go to a movie and spend $20, $30, you know, and they can sit in their own living room or in their bed watching my husband Kevin and I now doing, you know, every night for at least 2 hours and get entertained. So, you know, it's become our own, literally our own reality show, and it's been quite amazing. So
That's
we found a great home
fantastic.
with Clapper.
So when you're on live for 2 hours, like I've noticed on some of the, like on TikTok, I've been watching a lot of TikTok, and I've got a couple of favorites that they entertain me to no end. But I've noticed that, you know, sometimes a live will pop up, and it's some person sitting there just staring at the screen, drinking a pop, and reading what everybody's saying on there, and they go, "Oh, thank you for the presents." Is that what you guys are doing, or are you actually doing something for the 2 hours?
Well, yeah. So
watch.
okay, Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin's used to talking because we're usually on Clapper, and I told him don't talk when I'm doing the podcast, but he forgets. So anyway, that's my husband in the background. New husband since the last time I was on here. We got married in February, by the way. So.
That's right, and congratulations.
Thank you. On TikTok, Facebook, and Clapper, we had over 2,000 people watching our wedding live.
That is romantic as hell.
It was, well, so many people are in lockdown physically and stuff, so they couldn't make it to their own family and friends' weddings.
I know. That's
Share a special day. So yeah, we do basically our own TV show every night, and we have a Clapper family, we call them, and now people are helping us set up a tour around the U.S. to do a meet and greet and a comedy show. So we're using the social media stuff to platform to help.
That's fantastic.
Get out and see the people. So it's fun.
Well, you were, you know, had quite a run over in Europe, and you know, and the stories you told about, you know, being over there and touring. Do you think that's ever going to come back? I mean, is everything on just total hold on that?
Well, I have a meeting with my agent tomorrow, as a matter of fact, to discuss the very thing. So they
really? Okay.
This weekend is their first weekend where they've actually got live entertainment. So they're all like, okay, comedy's back. And I'm like, yeah, we'll give it another month or two, shall we? So, you know, because they like, you know, they dangle stuff and then they rip it away. So I've decided I'm not going to be going back over to the UK this year. And we're looking at spring of next year. I just got offered to go to the Middle East to do a tour in July this year, but I'm like, they're only at 30% capacity. So what's the point of going all that way? It's not financially worth it if they're not going to be completely open. So
Of course.
Whereabouts in the Middle East?
Yeah, Dubai and Abu Dhabi.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've done it one other time, and it was really great. They put you up in 5-star hotels, you know. And you're performing to English-speaking expats. I mean, this is the thing. Dubai is one of the biggest financial hubs in the world.
Oh, sure it is.
People don't realize that it's not just Middle Eastern people. It's
And you know, the real difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi is the people in Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but the people in Abu Dhabi do. You didn't see that one coming.
Abu I miss
All right,
you,
I
Johnny.
apologize for that. I'm sorry. I
thought you said you were a comedian.
I just had to do it.
That was great.
Well done. Please tell me you just came up with that.
Oh, certainly. Anyway,
I can actually see him saying, "I can hardly wait till she talks about Abu Dhabi."
I feel like I'm wearing your hat. This is so bizarre.
I know, isn't that ridiculous? I keep telling them that.
Do you want to see some of the technological advancements I've made on this show?
No. What are you doing?
On New Year's Eve,
Yeah,
we had
wow.
there
there we go.
Oh, boy.
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know what he's doing.
Come on. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, that's,
We had the dropping ball.
I'm so humiliated.
Oh, look at that. You watched
Yeah.
your balls. Did you watch your balls drop?
Oh.
You didn't even notice me put that up earlier?
No, and I don't really care.
Yeah. Psychedelic, man.
Now you took away from the thrill of this New Year's.
UFOs do exist now.
They do indeed. Hey, can I bring up something that you've mentioned on TikTok, of course? You've taken really your health by the throat, and you've done some amazing things. Let's talk about that as far as your...
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. So I weighed.
I hope you don't mind me asking.
No, it's great. I weighed about 100 pounds for the longest time. For years and years, I couldn't get past that plateau. And I feel like I got my head straight and stuff like that about 2 years ago. And I've been losing some weight. And one of the things we started doing was drinking this thing called ketones. You may have heard of a thing called the keto diet.
Of course.
So keto diet is very restricting, and it, there's, I think, limited carbs. I don't know what goes into the keto diet. However, ketones is a powder you put in water, and it's all these different amazing flavors. And what it does is it boosts your the fat that's already stored in your body. It attacks that and then switches into energy. And they have caffeinated versions and non-caffeinated versions. I typically drink the non-caffeinated. Kevin drinks the caffeinated, and he's lost 10 pounds this month. I've lost 6. And he usually, because he has anemia, he usually drinks 4 or 5 energy drinks a day. And now he's replaced most of them with 1 bottle of this ketones drink. So and it gives us both energy. He finds it really works well when he's driving. He's very focused. It's all natural, gluten-free, sugar-free, dairy-free. So if anybody's interested, I have a link in my bio on everything. My Beacons link has a link to all my social media stuff. So
That's
yeah,
fantastic.
it's been good.
Yeah, I saw you boogieing by the pool there. That was
Yeah.
twisting by the pool, Dire Straits.
Bikini, yeah.
I tried to download that video so I could use that as the beginning because you were saying, living my life in the 50s, I've lost some weight, I'm doing great. And you turned around and gave us a little booty shake.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was going to put that video up, but I couldn't download it. You locked it out.
Dang.
Oh, well, you know what? Probably because anytime I post one of those ass-shaking videos, oh, Lordy, you wouldn't believe the amount of dick pics I get on Instagram.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, no, we're not.
Unreal. I'd show you some. There's some atrocious-looking peni out there, let me tell you. I don't know why you guys feel the need to.
Hey, do not put me in with that crowd. The only dick pic I've ever sent to anybody was a picture of Dick Van Dyke, and that was it.
Penis Von Lesbian.
That's right. I was waiting for it. I knew that was coming.
The old joke.
A penis Von Lesbian. Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke.
Man, what do you get with the program?
No, okay, I got it.
Chitty bang bang, the whole shebang.
It's old school, yeah.
Whatever. Mark.
I used to live in Richmond, BC.
Okay.
On Williams Road, just past one road. Now Richmond is divided up 1 road, 2 road, 3 road, and they're all a mile apart. Okay, all the way up to 8 road, and then they've got Francis and Williams and all. I lived at Williams and 1, right in the corner of Richmond. At the end of our road, Richmond is actually lower than sea level, so there's a dike that's built around Richmond.
Yeah.
Right. And so a friend of mine was coming over, and I said, come down Williams, go past 1 road. If you get to the dike, you've gone too far. And he goes, what if she's not standing there? It took me a second. I'm like, oh my God.
Hey, some fine friends you have. So when are you going to come back to your home city?
Oh my God! Well, we still got PTSD from the last time.
Yeah, we're COVID capital, murder capital, and Slurpee capital.
Where's
That's-
her home city?
Canada's changed.
Winnipeg.
You're a Winnipegger?
Yes.
Yeah, you didn't.
I did not know that.
I know John. Yeah, I started off at Yuck Yucks in Winnipeg, 1990.
Yeah,
Oh, I
back
just
in the
thought it
day.
could have been just a
No,
coincidence that you guys were touring.
no.
I did not know you were a
Grew up
Winnipegger.
in Crestview and Westwood. I graduated from Westwood Collegiate.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
went to high school with Chris Jericho.
Well, now you're talking his language. He likes wrestling. And
The
I don't
Rock-
mind it. Yeah,
actually,
yeah.
he likes Men in Tights. But other than that, it's okay.
That's a good movie too.
Yeah,
Yes,
Robin Hood.
yes.
Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
My sister-in-law's in that.
Yeah, you were saying.
I know. Ah, boy. So what's next for you, my dear? Like, immediately, what's next? Like, what is coming up for you and Kev?
We're going away. So it's Memorial Day weekend this weekend in the States. So it's a long weekend. So we're actually been invited down with some TikTok clapper people down to the Gulf side by the beaches. So we're going to be out there for the next 5 days. And then we have a whole group of people from our clapper family that are flying down, and we're all meeting up together at an Airbnb for a week.
Is that big? Is it that big? That
No,
you
yeah.
have this? Really?
Dude, when I went we went to
to
Vegas, and there was a meetup of 3,000 people, you guys, and I could not move. Like, I was on my scooter 2 feet, and people were fangirling. It is the weirdest thing ever. I can't even, I can't grasp the magnitude.
All right, I got to get on this.
Does anybody ever complain?
John.
I'm going to.
Does anybody ever complain about you parking your scooter in like handicap zones or anything like that?
You better fucking not. I'll run them over.
That a girl.
I was just remembering the last time she was on with us, telling us that story in England.
Oh, yeah.
We're in the USA now.
Yeah, we're happy now. We're that bullshit.
Well, listen, much more success to you, my dear. We're going to have you on again and again and again. And you sparked a flame in me to get me wanting to think I might want to do this and see what it's all about.
Get on Clapper as well. Like I said, Clapper is a whole
Got it.
different ballgame.
I'll go with Clapper. I'll go with Clapper first. I don't
and
think
if
I
you
need.
come on Clapper, I can bring guests. Well, they can do this on TikTok now, but I don't do it because it's just a pay. Because you never know who you're going to be bringing up. But I can bring on guests, so we can do. It's called the Duo Live, so you can be
that'd
my
be fun.
guest right there. And so I literally have a talk show every night with Kevin in the background as Ed McMahon, and then I bring people up. Sometimes they sing, they show us their pets, they do all it's great. It's like
Bring me on.
So come on to Clapper, and then I'll bring you on.
We'll talk.
Meet the family.
All right. All right. Take care, sweetheart.
All right.
Bye,
See you
Kev.
guys.
Good night, bro.
Take
Hey,
care.
and congratulations on the wedding.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Loving it.
Yeah, and so now she's going live to Clapper right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, she was telling me about that at 10 o'clock. She was going live.
Well, for my comedy and the sketches I want to do in my head, I think that's a good venue for me.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's a good venue because you are reaching out to people. You are getting to, and they may not see you right away, but they will see, and you will get response.
All right. Well, you produce it. I'll be it. And then if we make money, I'll split it with you.
That's an awesome plan.
It
That's
is.
an awesome plan.
All right. Well,
I'm
listen,
trying to see if I've got any more videos that I forgot about.
it's 9:05. It's way too late.
There's this one. Doo-doo.
I tried to get us out of this, folks, but he just keeps going.
Oh, the perfect cup for your morning happy.
What's a morning happy? Is that like
Coffee.
a poop after
Whether
a
it be
bran muffin?
No. Well, it could be.
Well, you never know.
But for your coffee or your tea or your hot chocolate or warm milk, whatever you have.
Warm milk? Who has
Have you
warm
never
milk
had-
in the morning?
Have you never had warm milk?
No.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, you're
My grandmother used to make it for me.
please don't make me say what I think I'm going to say.
What? What do you think you're going to say? And be careful. Remember, I can knock you out of that chair.
No, you better not,
I
man.
miss doing
I
that.
have surgery coming. Well,
I'm-
after I'm healed, maybe in a year, you can start booting me out of the chair.
I was looking for the video.
You got
of
to pull
that.
a video. Yeah, the video.
I was trying to.
We went through a phase here where he kept knocking me off my chair, and it was very funny, actually. But now I'm infirmed. I've got a 12,000-pound hernia sticking out of my gut.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about you on that one.
Well, I have surgery coming up. I have an MRI this Friday, and then they're going to find out what to do, go in, fix it. It came about because they did abdominal surgery in January, and 1/3 of people that have abdominal surgery get a hernia, but it's usually low. My hernia is literally right across my
It's
abdomen.
massive.
Yep.
It looks like an alien trying to escape.
I know.
I'm just trying to see if I can.
You
Really
can't. We
quickly
don't have
find it.
time for you to find it.
If I can find it really quick,
You
that'd be
won't.
Great.
Oh, for the love of Pete. You look like an accountant.
Hey, tell me something. Do my eyebrows look like they are painted on?
Well, it's the only hair on your friggin' head.
I know.
I'm with your dad. What the hell did you do?
I shaved it.
No shit, Sherlock.
I guess I can't find it.
We'll find it for next week.
Yeah.
We'll do a medley of me getting pushed off my chair.
Well, it only happened twice.
I know, but it was enough.
The first time, honestly, I didn't realize I hit him that hard. I just kind of
Don't.
like that.
Don't.
I'm not. I'm being careful. I kind of went like this, but I put my weight into it a little bit, and all of a sudden he was gone from the screen.
I literally
like,
hit the floor
I'm
hard.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that was a delightful evening. All right, I got to get back to the studio. I got some illustrations.
Okay, I
to
just want
finish
to
up.
see what comments we have first. We have some comments here.
Are they nice? Because I don't want to
I
deal
don't
with
know.
crap. If they're not nice, well, I'm sorry if you didn't like something. It's no big deal.
My brother said it's gross. I don't know what he's talking about. It's gross. That's my brother Mickey. He's the one that cracked me over the head with the iron bar.
Oh, smart guy. I'll
Uh,
pay you to do it again.
And then the other one was stop playing with my ball.
Whose ball is that?
I was spinning the ball.
Yeah, but who said stop playing with
My
my
brother.
ball? Oh, it's your brother's ball?
My brother. No, stop playing with my ball. I was spinning.
Did he say stop playing with your ball?
my ball?
No, if he said stop playing with my ball, that insinuates it's his ball.
No, your ball. He said your ball. See?
It's not my ball.
Look, Reed. He's talking to me. Stop playing with your ball.
Oh, yeah, he only has the one, I've heard.
And it's very impressive.
I don't really want to hear that.
Want to see it?
No, I'm moving tomorrow.
There it is.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, God, please, somebody.
Oh, my brother Mickey. Do you remember Nana's warm milk? That came out wrong.
That
Do you remember when Nana used to make us warm milk? Wow, December.
That's where I was going. Don't even touch me, you slime ball.
I can't
I gotta go.
believe that came out of my mouth.
Good night.
Oh my God.
I love you all. I don't know you from Adam, but I'm sure you're wonderful people.
Oh, I'm sure they are too, and now they know too much about me.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Okay.
Okay, I'm getting up. It's gonna take me